Fastball special, bitch. Out of react, I just chucked it. Oh god. Seems like they put a lot of these medical stations everywhere. Those weren't there before either. And that's kind of nice because healing stuff used to be really hard to find. Nowadays I'm just like swimming in Radex and stuff. I'm gonna kill you earlier, lady. Oh my god, she exploded. Sometimes you just hit him a little too hard.
Come on out, we can be friends.
This should just be these two. Fuck.
Can't hide, you know that.
Fuck you waiting for? Keep cutting. How long is this fucking... Wish I had killed that asshole now, huh? I'm sorry. I wish I...
Come on out, we can be friends.
The handler. I didn't know he couldn't hear me. I thought he was ignoring me and I lost it. And bloodshot out of his ears. Oh, I said I was sorry.
Can't hide, just
You
know
shut the
that.
fuck up and cut.
Alright, so now he physically shouldn't be able to see me. Oh wait, but that can. Spot to dump this boon. Really? Nothing in here? Suppose I could bring them out here to that one. Oh, actually, I could bring them both here. I just like that you level your ninjutsu. Now for the other two. It's funny that he's still looking at a closed window. Let me grab him. Oh, it didn't work. For like no reason. And that's how we do it. That doesn't sound illegal at all. That's neat. Nice cannon sighting. Oh, he's got the ups. I have no idea how to check that. It's like I just scratched his whole back off.
Taste my fury.
Okay, so let's see if we can knock this dude out real quick. Alright, and then... Perfect. And that's how we do it. Fucking spine. Yeah, I was gonna say move it more that way so you can help her. Oh wow, he lived! Oh, I thought you were dead. I'm so surprised.
Light on my feet.
Yeah, just 4? Fuck you. What? Boo. Terrible rolls today. Absolutely terrible. Finish him. Yeah, you're definitely our closer. Tell me he's stuck on a cactus or something. Maybe even a rock. Still. Oh, that's what it's stuck on. Which really does not like this hill. Don't worry about it either. Oh. Convenient. Perfecto Plexo, thank you for that. Oh, welcome mobile contributor. Yes. Desert driving is built different, for sure. I like that they actually kind of accurately did it compared to... There's nothing there. What's going on today? But, yeah, the sliding is very realistic and stuff. Kind of dig it. Jeez. I mean, I was already about to jump out, but why did it just dead stop like that? It's so creepy. Paris style. Molotov jutsu.
Nice to see you, Timmy. How goes it?
What?
Haven't seen you around for a while, eh?
No? Well,
I hope you haven't forgotten us, Timmy. We've been thinking about you.
Me too. I was thinking about you. I was, you know, thinking that I'd go and
poor little
see
guy.
you fellows, and,
That's all right, Timmy. You don't have to go anywhere.
yeah!
Well, come here, Lily Liver. Come on, boys.
There, I act like I helped. Now they'll pay me. I can't help them? Oh. Done did died. Why is mercy kill even an option? Oh.
What are we doing here? What do you want?
Just hear me out, P3. Let me try to give you a different perspective, and then you can decide how to handle things. Do you know how Sechenov is planning to use Collective? What he's going to do with it?
After Collective launches, people will be able to control robots with their minds, and they won't be able to stab each other in the back anymore. Sounds nice.
I used to think that way too, but that's not how things really are. Collective isn't just about controlling robots. Sechenov will
Why are
be
you so
able to
obsessed
control
with looking at
everyone
me?
who's a part of Collective. Collective is
Lady,
diabolical,
lady.
Nechayev. It's even worse than slavery.
Bullshit. It's just the same old chain of command, but on a virtual network. What's so awful about that?
Come on, see for yourself.
Alright, let's go. Save.
Paying attention now, dickbag?
Major, I have the answer.
Trying to make a monkey out of
This would take this chamber.
Alright, skipping through is kind of fun.
On my orders, be smoke.
Shut take
How?
but I
You
this is
We've got a ride, Major. We can get out of here.
This is what it's like when you have a neural connection to the person you're talking to. You can talk super speed. Alright,
Are we leaving, or is there anything else you want to know?
no.
okay. Let's go.
Abide by what the soldiers were doing there. Whoa! Oh my god, that was scary. I thought it was gonna break my legs.
Out me, would you? Come now, admit it.
Yeah, never.
Wish there was like a gas mask. Oh wait, did fire? Fire kills the gas. Why ignite? Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know it was combustible. Awesome. Learn something new every day. I'm gonna forget it in about an hour, but that's okay. Okay. And with that, I'll save. Because I'm tired of running all the way back in here. Oh yeah.
Shit.
Why would you put it to the right? Game wants to act like I can't figure out where he obviously went when he hasn't really moved.
Setup's weird.
Like, these creatures aren't that bright. But the game wants to make them look bright by screwing me.
Oh, I was already unmuted, so you guys were hearing everything I was talking about. Oh, as I nearly broke my chair. How's it going, everyone? Happy Halloween. Jacket. I meant to already have on, but I got distracted and forgot to put it on. Well, I happened to look over, and then I saw it. Yeah, you'll see in a sec. Plus, it makes my muscles look good.
Happy Halloween from your favorite ghoul, former person of interest and all that. Looks like everything's working. Okay, so this is the debut stream on Streamlabs. Double check things, so that's part of the reason why I'm doing this slow and methodical. Now it's slightly more. Visible. So I do need it up a little. God. There we go. Anyway, so yeah. And all right. Let's get right into the game, shall we? Yeah, now I'm using Streamlabs OBS just to give it a good test run. Everything else should be about normal from what I could tell. Not entirely sure. Up real quick, actually, before we play the game, I want to. It used to show your. Ooh, that might be the button, actually. They finally conquered it. Okay, see, right here. 4.2% CPU. Just about as good as OBS, finally. After years of me complaining and saying this is crap, they finally did it. I'm so proud of them. Of course, my opinion means nothing realistically, but yeah. Alright, let me hide all my audio sources real quick. The ones I don't need. And then we can jump into the game. I might change all this up a little bit later. But that's for me and nothing for you guys to worry about. That. Why is that even? Oh, okay, because okay, it's weird that's even there. Okay, so that's everything. Let's do it like there. Let's do that all the way across. No, because it's chat way over there. I guess I can do it like that. No. Well, yeah, like right there. Actually, that eats that. Okay. Alright, I think that's as good as I'm getting it. Boom, bam, thank you, bam. Alright. And then if I do that. Here. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Alright. I think that'll do it. Alright, let's jump into the game. Games we picked up audio-wise. Alright, cool. Seems like I got everything working. It was a pain to get here, so I'm glad it is working. thought about it. I want this. Sucks I can't really customize this like I want. There probably is a way, but kind of works. I think that'll do. Kind of look like the attack titan. Not the attack titan, the armor titan. Ended. All right. I'm excited. It's not perfect, but it works. Anything else? Do the rest later. Craft Terrace Housing Development. I wonder if you can combine multiple ones. Whoa, what's happening? I didn't even click. But yeah, what I was saying is you can combine multiple ones, like get this one, then it leads into this other thing, or have a top side this, then goes into a root cellar like that. I know you can have like this, where because it is just a spot on the ground, then you build into it. Interesting. What pulls out? I don't really need it. Alright, so we had just gotten inside of this. Probably gonna have to fight my way in.
I don't care about Skippy. What's up, man?
Heart of Steel, a Dread Island tale. Having set up a small shelter in the forest, our heroes decide to explore. They spend some time looking for supplies, and more importantly,
Alright, and then it
for the
was...
missing flying Franklin.
There it is.
Their travels eventually take them through thick foliage and towards the very outskirts of the forest. We've been walking for hours and we haven't found anything.
I thought it would actually save me inside there. It's really weird that it didn't.
We have encountered many varieties of local flora and fauna.
We found this few nuts and berries, but nothing we can make a meal with. And the animals keep running away from us.
Noise levels and unnecessary chatter from all present are startling local wildlife into hiding, and current supplies are not yet deemed fit for consumption. Young Emilio is also tired from walking. We could use natural materials to construct a trap with current gatherings as bait.
Set up our trap. Then we can go hide.
Anna leads the way through the forest trail, happily pushing aside leaves and branches until...
Do you hear that? It's coming from over there. It's the ocean. We're above it. We could catch some fish or go foraging for crabs in rock pools or...
What would Cassie do?
Yeah,
Why the lights
and it
off?
looks like people. Maybe they can help us.
We have not yet discerned if they are a threat. We should return to shelter before they spawn us.
Good talk.
We won't know unless we try.
Alright, let's do what we're
You can
supposed
stay
to.
here if you want. I'm going to check it out.
We should go too, so she doesn't get in trouble. Come on,
I
Hart.
think we searched everything
Anna
else.
scurries down the cliffside
Only bit we
excitedly
didn't
as
search was like
Emilio and
the
Hart
area
share a
that
look
he
before they
specifically
follow.
was in.
The trio make their way down.
Don't you go starting any trouble around here. Keep it civil.
Someone does so much
Good around here. Oh, go, man.
Refreshing.
I'm tired of all the red tape and security checks.
It's a shame we don't have the workforce to spruce this place up a little.
Your family, huh? I knew you are there. Not too much to spare here, you see. Well, there's
Security
another
incident report 382. Fight in the communal area.
and Hart.
Involved parties, Barnes and Peters. Barnes and Peters were discovered while engaged in a physical confrontation in the communal area of the atrium. The fight was broken up quickly as security were dispatched to separate them both. We interviewed witnesses, and it seemed they were arguing over a piece of food going missing. Barnes proceeded to throw the first punch, hitting Peters square in the jaw, sparking the altercation. Residents said that Peters was seen throwing Barnes over the railing on the second floor down to the first floor, landing on the coffee table below. Actions taken. Barnes and Peters were both detained, questioned. Both parties were taken to the clinic to be checked over by the doctor. Barnes is going to be moving to another floor of the vault and will be receiving anger management therapy. Peters will be made to clean up the mess they made in the communal area. Note:
Both these individuals may be good recruits for the security team in the near future. Keep their names on file.
Put me down! Go! Get off me!
I wouldn't do anything crazy if I were you. Wouldn't want anything happening to the children, now would we?
Do not hurt the children. I will comply.
That's right. Good. Take your kids to the post and get the robots innate. We'll reprogram them to work for us.
No! Leave Hart
What if we go back to the
Honest
surface?
struggles against the pirate
Nobody
trap.
wants to know us
Furiously
because of
pulling at his
our,
arms and stomping her
But
feet.
too long. The
condition.
fact there was nothing in there. I wonder if it's because I opened it yesterday or the day before.
Begins kicking and biting at his would-be captor. The shock of the bite causes the pirate to drop Emilio, who slyly
Did I read all this?
grabbing the nearest sturdy branch
Missing
to
and
fight
theft.
back. Where do you think you're? Here! Watch out! Got it!
They're just kids! Grab them already!
Missing theft, yeah. I've gotten a report that a copy of Weather Machine's plans have been improperly removed from the meteorology sector. Coincidentally, both Ignatius and Marks have gone missing. I'm going to assume Iggy is aiming for an early retirement plan, probably looking to trade it for a pile of chems from some outsiders up north. I believe Marks has left in pursuit of that least likely to succeed nepotism nutcase, though the possibility that they're collaborating cannot be ruled out. I hope she returns safely. After Gibson went dark on his little field trip for Stoltz, more MIA researchers is the last thing we need right now. Okay, I think I did read these. Let's see, rookies. Wolfman's Peace while they're gone. Yeah, okay, we read this.
Our heroes venture forth further into the jungle.
And yeah, that was inaccessible.
Dangers lurk ahead for the trio.
Don't you be starting to change this.
Been expecting you.
We got a system, and it works, damn it.
From the creative minds of Aces and Eights, it's time to grab your pistols and saddle up. Get ready for an old-fashioned standoff as Keith McKinney, Giddy up, and Stanley Van Robb.
James T. Oberlin, Chief of Security, Vault 63. Formerly United States Army. Ordinarily, an outsider would report directly to the security offices. But as you've seen, Mr. Stoltz isn't fond of ordinary. How exactly did you end up on our doorstep, outsider?
Thought these things could loss, and it caught Hilda's attention. Just here to get paid. Overseer hired me. To be honest, no idea. I feel like I'm jumping through hoops. And the Ghoul? Sure, a lot of you around here. Yes, I fought the loss.
You were able to dispose of them. Interesting. Must mean you have some combat training. That could be helpful. Well, considering I'm entirely lacking any sort of credentials or background on you, perhaps you can fill me in on your history.
Yeah. Dweller in 76, just ready to look for my next score, wandering the wasteland. I'm the overseer of 76. Nah, he'd know better. Corporal Major Private Bootlicker, U.S. Marine Corps, ready to serve. Technically, I am part of the Army, though, because I joined that. I'm the one who's here to solve all your problems. I should have maxed out strength, but there's no way to really do that in this. Not in the ways I would want to. But Dweller in 76.
At least you're honest. Mr. Stoltz buzzed me ahead of your arrival and filled me in on the situation. Sorry for the test, but wanted to see how you'd present yourself. I appreciate your attempt to take this seriously, but I won't say I don't have my doubts. Let's see how this plays out, though. Here's my status report for Mr. Stoltz. You're dismissed, unless you have other questions.
There was a landslide around the mansion. I wonder how that happened.
All set, thank you, sir. Whatever, I'm out here, Jarhead. Would you mind answering some questions?
Fine. It's only fair that you're briefed on our situation.
What is it with the storm?
Our facility houses a large-scale weather control device. Some decades ago, an accident rendered it inoperable. However, a recent event has led to its reactivation. With that, we have the storm, along with other unexpected outcomes. One of our top priorities is bringing it back under our control.
It kind of unexpected outcomes.
A number. An earthquake for one. A series of unidentified electromagnetic events for another.
That's
When the earthquake hit and the storm took shape, we were informed of a surge of energy near the proper entrance to the vault, back up north. This likely resulted in the security door being propelled some great distance.
yes. Yeah, I found that door a great distance is an exaggeration.
Interesting. Were these different times, I'd be tempted to weaponize such a thing.
So, what did the earthquake do to you guys?
Yes. Significant damage to the tram tunnels that once connected the various research sectors of this vault. Additionally, damage to the manor grounds directly above have caused some structural integrity issues with the atrium. Perhaps most concerning, though, is the various exposed entrances to the vault spread throughout the region. This has led to an increase in the number of lost now on the surface, which isn't good for anyone involved.
Explain the loss.
You reckon that storm's gonna get worse?
Very well.
Better.
Our facility houses a large scale. However, one of our top priorities.
Weather control delays.
I'm afraid that's outside your clearance level. Classified.
Is everyone in Vault 63 a ghoul?
63's construction had fallen behind due to its lofty and ambitious size. This left our population exposed to extreme levels of radioactive fallout after the bombs fell. Those of us that survived the exposure ended up like this.
He has two screens on
But
his
working with us
thing.
so-called ghouls won't be a problem, will it?
No, just asking.
Understood. Anything else?
What have lost?
Our former friends, family, neighbors. An accident some decade back led to their creation. Their condition is irreversible. Beyond that, I'll leave it to Mr. Stoltz's discretion on further details. Just know, they will kill you on sight without mercy. Communication is impossible. Do not hesitate to strike first.
The subtitle says "Do no hesitate." They forgot a T. Is Stoltz one of the lost?
That is correct to a degree. Mr. Stoltz had been afflicted during the same accident that created the Lost. However, he retains his sanity and his ability to communicate. Well, retain sanity is perhaps a bit. Actually, I apologize. This isn't water cooler gossip. I believe I've answered your question. Mr. Stoltz can explain the rest.
6 more charisma. So I can't do it because I'm a ghoul. Alright. Oh, okay. Lead back to here. Yeah, I don't have the charisma for it. I think I'm at 3. With everything I wear and do, I'm at positive 3, so that's good. Instead of negative 3. I wanted to ask something else.
That's fine. What is it?
Got no more questions. Thank you.
Say no more. Let's go. Filled with
Move along.
hope, the trio races towards the mysterious cabin in record time.
I'm gonna do it because I want to.
A
Not
few
'cause you
years
told me to.
back. The old vault sure was something. You know, before the accidents. They sort of do so much good, you know. This shit's refreshing.
Want to pump iron.
One from outside. Tape. Security checks. Just to get a breath of barely fresh air. Huh? What did you say?
Fresh air.
Barely fresh. I reckon that storm's gonna get worse. Better.
Where did you come from?
Alright, I guess I've seen everything I can see.
Something. Keep it together. You are a Stoltz. Act like it. Be proud. How's it going out there, Wendy?
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Dang it.
They are greeted by uniformed personnel and
That was
led
just a
into
normal
a
door.
cozy room with a large fireplace crackling
And
against
this place
the far
still
wall.
didn't do anything for me.
They are introduced to the captain, a
Think I need a
tall,
key.
slender woman with piercing eyes. Over the next few hours, the children retell their harrowing journey thus far. Oh, you poor wretches, you must be so tired. What rotten luck you have.
Just imagine our relief when we saw your cabin.
Well, you're safe here.
You're with the military, right? You can get us home?
Unfortunately, we're stranded just like you.
Every sound of a tree
Your
fell
plane
with no
crashed
one
too?
around.
Yes it did.
Where did it crash?
Did you do that?
Oh, it's nearby.
Yeah, back in the forest.
You mean we walked right past
Ah, you've returned. I've just been thinking on some things.
Yes. Well,
Okay.
it's broken.
Hart is really good at fixing things. Maybe they can look at the radio.
Sure, I got a report.
Yes, that. Don't worry about that now. I have a question for you. Tell me, are we our brains?
You're all skin and bones. Harrison, why don't you go
In a sense, we observe and process the world through our brains. I mean, like, do we have a soul? Come again? Yeah, we are, in my opinion, outside of the game, the brain is the real us, and we're piloting a bone suit, like bone mech with meat armor. So I agree with the intelligence.
Precisely. But is that not just scratching the surface? Consciousness, perception, encoding and the formation of memories. To take the observable world and sculpt from it a translation of ourselves, of others. And in the eyes of others, how many versions of us exist?
Yes, we've all heard this before, but sure. Tells me there's more to this than I'm missing.
Oh, of course. We've only just met. I apologize. You have the spirit of an old friend about you. I've forgotten there's much new ground to tread between us. I may have failed to mention this before, but I am or was blind. Born that way. After the incident that left me in this state, I became able to truly see the world. Well, perhaps it's more accurate to say, I feel the world. Pulses of electricity, waves bending and refracting, gentle hums of life vibrating shapes into being. This world I see, I share it with the lost. I live as they do, yet I remain myself. Perhaps more myself than I was before. But others were lost to it, and to us. Friends, colleagues, loved ones. When they witness this world, they're minded. Well, I suppose I cannot explain what their mind perceives, just as one could never explain sight to me before. We have been trying to learn why this connection was permanently severed between us. Desperately so.
Next to a pile of gruesome chow. Noses pinched and heads held high. They climb out the window and rush to the safety of the forest line.
Based on the lost behavior, there must be more to this than your blindness. Sorry, Hugo, sounds like things haven't been easy here. And that's what you're paying me to solve. Now, we'll go with based on the lost behavior.
A scientist, are you? Just like my Audrey and little Hilda. We are unsure of why, but we suspect that my condition may have mutated differently than others. Perhaps it was my proximity to... Oh, never mind, B. This sort of talk is dreadfully boring. All of this is to say we need your help, my friend. There are many problems at our feet, and you are uniquely equipped to help us.
Here to help. Just tell me what's next. Makes me so uniquely equipped.
Do not sell yourself short. You are clearly skilled in combat, seasoned by the world above, and knowledgeable on vaults. You're going to face a variety of challenges in future tasks, but I'm confident we've found the person for the job.
Since we had a good community gathering around here.
Join us next time.
You're paying. I'll see what I can do. Just tell me what's next.
Thank you. That truly means the world to me. Let's discuss next steps. There's 2 sets of investigations I'd have you undertake. Your new friend Oberlin can fill you in on one, and I'd be happy to walk you through the other. Take a moment to relax and process. Speak with either of us when you're ready to hear the details. And once again, I cannot contain my excitement in having you on board. Willkommen im Team, mein Freund.
Sure thing.
What? Never seen a blind man? Yeah.
Alright, that's kind of funny. 63 burnt jumpsuit. Boom. Let me see. Maybe it looks kind of cool. Oh, it's for the plan for it. Have it.
For the official sticker on the box. The sticker guarantees quality Salisbury steak.
Let's go do Overland's mission first.
Supplies are starting to dwindle a little. Even with the stuff
I hate that every time I saw it, I just have to stop spinning.
There was a landslide around the mansion. I wonder how that happened.
Don't really care that much. Hello? Yeah, this kind of looks like a nod at Dead by Daylight. How do I get inside of there? I see stuff in there. Oh, here it is. Did I not break the chain by just punching the door really hard? Is that not a thing? Too bad it's not considered, you know, a building thing. There's a way in from the other side. Oh, did you find it? It's not. Yeah, too bad it's not considered like a player-made thing where you could just bust the door down. How'd you do it? Oh, that wasn't okay. Never mind. Could try to glitch through it. Old school. Oh, I found a hole. Oh, that's how you do it. Oh, look at all this fertilizer. We're smarter than the door. We're smarter than the door. The hole is over here in the roof. It's just hiding behind the scarecrow. Start throwing shit so cool on my roof. Gonna be better than this shit. Imagine getting radworms in your body as a parasite where they just straight like irradiate you while eating you from the inside. It's like, you assholes. Jesus, Panda, relax. It's just a door. Oh my god. Nice dress. It's like you're stuck inside of it. That was funny.
Time is of the essence. Copy.
Bro cheated. He just ran right through the wall. Well, it doesn't have powers anymore.
I need to reload.
God dang soups. Oh, correct. These ones don't like me and I can shoot them. guess I did kill the glowy thing. That was quick. I think one shot from the grenade was gonna kill it. That was so quick. Shut down. It's really cool.
V, a few Zeta Tech corporals walked into an auto shop. The punchline, none came back out. Apparently it's a family business that's fallen on hard times. My hunch is the owners finally snapped, and you know I got a nose for this stuff.
That was unfair. It was pointed straight up. And, yeah, that shouldn't have went off, in my humble opinion of how mines work. As a professional, not mine stepper. Fuck you. You ain't gonna fool me twice. Oh, yeah, I see him now. Let's make you easier. Alright, 7A, 55, 1C. Easy peasy. Oh, you're a nerd. Let me see. More responsive, no pulse, death caused by severe concussion. Most likely from an IED. Alright. Let's fuck with him. Count the bullets, bitch! Trying not to kill him. Oh, yep, you're still alive. Good job. Welcome to Gutshot City. Silent takedown. Hell yeah. Fuck that. Oh, you become super vulnerable during that, and I literally couldn't do anything. I got like just stun locked there. That was stupid. I figured you get a little bit of protection during the gun strike thing. There was nothing. They all just killed me to death. 21st century, biatch. Whoa, where'd he go? Hey, quit cheating! Oops. Samurai's lost 2 guns. Samurais will still lose the guns.
Sniper's ready. Here's our new nest. What's a Marine? Always a Marine! Marines at your command, sir!
Come on, man. Run faster.
Let's hide in that building.
It's like Gilly's in the mist down there. What is that sound effect? I don't know what that was. That was creepy. Fuck. Why are you guys always in here? Whoa. The hell was that? They exploded into like fucking fireworks. Alright. I was trying to figure out how to connect up my I realized my stream deck's not connected to OBS or Streamlabs OBS, so that's something I'll have to figure out later. But anyways, yeah. Figure it out after we're done. But for now, let's get back to it. Okay, so what he's doing, tell me about the residents. Fine, be that way. Any details on the vault? Do you continue to be this way? Thank you. Wait, what? Okay, anyway. Okay, what he's doing. What's with these really long silent pauses? What are we doing here? Dude, he didn't say anything. Yeah, let me just hit tab. Try leaving and coming back. I come back later. Alright, let me step out the vault and come back. I hate that when I sprint, my turn radius is worse. And then if I hit A or D, it ends up stopping the sprint, which throws me off too. Oh, I'm dumb. It's doing that thing with the audio again. Oh man, gotta restart it. Which means I gotta run across. When I had the phone call, I would have put away my ears. I was like, you know what? Let them charge for 5-10 minutes. It only takes 30 minutes to full charge them. Oh, and another thing, I need to touch that up. There it goes.
much better.
How do we stop it?
The emergency brake. But it's jammed, and the controls are messed up. I shut it off at 50.
Dude.
It seriously hurt Charlie. I need to slow it down, then hit the brake, but I can't reach the lever.
Relax. What's all that about? Seek attack. Hold the effort. Purge the mutant. I think that's all. I definitely hear more though. But that's not our concern. Oh, that's right. I haven't used any glowing of it, or gotten any, I mean. Like I hear him, but I don't see him.
Hey, Mrs. Woodbury, can I ask you a question?
Sure thing, Bobby. What's on your mind?
I'm having a little trouble with this little quantum mechanics thing. How can your cat be both dead and alive? Sounds like a bunch of hooey to me.
All right. How about we change it up? Instead of a cat, let's put an ice
There you are.
cold Nuka-Cola in the box.
Heavy engineering. What's that purple thing?
It's all about the number 2. That's why Nuka-Cola Quantum has twice the calories, twice the carbohydrates, twice the caffeine, and twice the taste.
Now you're thinking in
It's not hurting me.
So can I drink that Nuka-Cola?
Oh, it is hurting me. Ooh, never mind.
I'm awful thirsty.
I'll tell you what. You do well on the exam tomorrow, and I'll get a bottle of Nuka-Cola Quantum and a whole glass. And that goes double for you kids at home. Drink Nuka-Cola Quantum for twice the
Okay, so that's probably a mouse tool for later, I'm guessing.
every test.
Rude. Game, you're rude. So I need my stuff. So. Alright, no more dying because it's bad for my armor and all that. As slightly funny as it is. It costs money. Don't touch water, don't touch water. There you are.
Run. Okay, I thought I heard one. The screen's shaking so much I can't tell where they are. Oh, boys. Nice. Oh, yeah, so I did this a little bit offline, but I changed up some of my perks to the ones I can do anyways.
Calling all adventurers. Take a tour of the uncanny caverns today. Walk through the bowels of the earth in a world uninterrupted by progress, where man's inexorable march towards doom has no sway.
It's also for me for the future, if anyone's wondering why I'm going through every single one. Just so I can see. Alright. Which one of you felt stupid? I bet it's you. Oh, no. Yes. Heal me.
Explore a piece of Appalachian history and take a tour of the uncanny caverns today.
Current orders. We need a foothold outside of the vault. Holding the manor is essential. Left for supply runs. Utilize any materials left over from unfinished sectors of the vault. Fortify the atrium. Ensure you're sending someone down to report back at the end of each day. If you need backup, use the intercom in the wine cellar. Once the situation up here becomes safer, we can begin expanding outwards. Lieutenant Colonel James Oberlin. Excuse me. Pick up some fucking space.
All this over dinner? Pull yourself together now. What's the problem with a beautiful cut of canned steak? It's the same damn food every day, Eleanor!
Well, you look like a big chunk of meat. Honestly, realistically, I wouldn't eat them in real life. Well, you know what I mean. If I was a cannibal, someone who doesn't take care of themselves like this, they're probably no good to eat. I'm good. Okay, I don't need any more.
Look at all this. This is where it happens. All the controls in the vault for the water systems are right here.
I don't think we should be down here, Eddie. We aren't even authorized. My father would have my head.
Now, don't be scared.
Comes the money.
If I don't receive the equipment. Check out the construction on this fill chamber. Not to mention.
Oh yeah, I meant to finish that.
About your father watching us like a hawk.
Let me look real quick.
Eddie, he's the head of security. It's his job to watch everyone.
Is there anything I can get?
Well, he's not watching now. So.
Perk for which one is this?
Oh, Eddie,
Perception.
You are a bold one, aren't you? Eddie, my arm is stuck. Can you just move a little left?
Okay, hang on. Let me put my foot over.
What breathe it in does exactly.
Warning, warning. Fill chamber purge initiated. Clear fill chambers of all personnel. Warning, warning.
Eddie, the chamber door is locked. It's filling with water. Eddie, do something.
Judy, I don't know what to do. It's filling up. Where's the release valve?
Eddie, the water. The water.
Judith, my love, it's the end for us. I can't get the doors open. At least I get
It actually helps you heal.
you in my arms.
I can't die.
Oh,
without telling
okay.
you the truth, Eddie. I don't want to go with it all in my conscience. You need to know. All that time.
Let me see if there's anything else first, though.
Advanced nuclear studies. Reginald and I.
We'll use VATS. Outside of melee.
Are you kids doing in the reclamation fill chambers? You would have both drowned in there if I wasn't scheduled to check the pressure
Glowing
levels
blood.
today. Judy, your father would have
I
booted
think
me
that
right out of the vault door by sunset.
I think it would spawn the glowing blood bags then.
Thank you for saving us.
Let me see.
We were surely going to drown.
Judith! Judy, we were gonna die in there. What was it you were about to say about you and Reginald?
Well, Judy, what was it? What were you gonna say?
Eddie,
Next time on A Better Life Underground.
Geez, Bill, I've got the goat test coming up in less than a week, and I don't know a single answer. How am I ever gonna get myself ready in time? I'm sunk. For serious. Why did I spend all my time playing stickball instead of studying?
Well, Frankie, you've come to the right place, my man.
No, not worth it.
You ever hear of...
What?
You can't have two.
Where do you get those? We're not supposed to have Kens? But if it gets me the best goat job, I'll do anything. But I'm so afraid of needles.
Yeah, I think I'll go with the healing. We'll grab two of these.
Don't worry, Frankie. These drugs don't go in an injection. These babies are chewable. It's a straight line from pills to progress.
That's all I needed to hear, Bill.
I've used every bit that I can.
Security patrol has been waiting a long time to find out who's been peddling these poisons. Your game is over.
Good morning, everyone. Are you feeling tired this morning?
9,900 pounds of pressure. God dang.
Just looking for a good drink to start the day with. Well, coming to Slumber Show was the right choice.
At least now I can hear sounds.
Person in line, have a good morning.
Hey there, Bill. I can't seem to wake up today. Got any specials running?
Oh, I sure do. For only $30, you can get a large coffee and a delicious
Looking for someone?
That should perk you right up.
Wow, only $30?
Make it quick.
$30 in my back pocket yesterday. I'll take one.
Okay, so what can you tell me about the
Time
residents?
for idle gossip. I wouldn't be seeking your assistance in the first place. You'll have to speak to someone else.
Okay, fine,
I
be
will
that way.
indeed continue to be this way. Thank you.
Been a long time.
Any details of the vault?
Your assignment does not require knowledge of the vault beyond the immediate area. You will find adequate signage for familiarizing yourself with the premises. Perhaps later, if you prove capable, we can talk in more detail.
Hide all. Okay, so I can see that. And hide all. Why am I not hearing the audio now?
getting those nuclear codes back. Apologies mean little from the likes of you.
There we go. Got it now. Okay, so like I said, test stream for this stuff. Good to know. Oh, so test stream.
Why did you rescue me? I'm not your main objective. But maybe after this is done, I can.
It's slime to die. The chartreuse slime to slime to die. In theaters everywhere this July.
Supplies are starting to dwindle a little. Even with the stockpile from the supply runs. You know, before the storms.
It appears some of the staff are gathered in the amphitheater, and as luck would have it, our heroes are headed there right now. Let's see what's occurring.
Good morning, Mr. Branderton. Oh, hello there, Charlie. Emily, too. What brings you over here so early on this fine morning?
We got some deliveries for you. Sure is busy in here. What are y'all doing inside this dusty old theater on such a beautiful day, anyway?
Well, it is the grand opening day of my exciting new theater production, the likes of which will surpass even the most quintessential, once-in-a-lifetime viewing experiences. I call it Nuke Punzel.
I'll care about that one later. Cool. Alright. I like it. Alright, that should be good.
These jumpsuits don't leave much room for expression.
Okay, so if I do that, there.
That's the sort of can-do attitude we need at the park. Emily, would you mind helping out the tech team? They could do with your engineering knowledge. The painting team could do with your guidance too, Charlie. There's lots of work to get done before the stage is set. Let's get to it. Chop, chop.
The team worked tirelessly throughout the morning, past noon, and into the early
Dig that.
hammering away
Cool.
at set pieces and constructing.
Okay, so what needs doing?
I've been spread thin dealing with surface-side security concerns. My more menial tasks have started to slip through the cracks, however. I can tell you're equipped to handle much worse. But tackling some issues from my backlog would be of great service to me, at least as a start. There are 3 in particular who often bring up issues to me. You can start there.
And news. Screw it. I miss how it was before.
Got it. Got it. What's on the list? I'm not a custodian. You have bigger fish to fry. What can you tell me about those 3?
They are vocal. They'll be more than happy to provide details on themselves.
Got into their outfits, Charlie rather unwillingly, and nervously made their way onto the stage. The start of the play went without a hitch. The pair gasped, laughed, and
Okay.
cried in all the right places, remembering all of the lines from Mr. Bradford.
Don't you have bigger fish to fry?
I understand you value your time. However, I currently do not. Handle this for me and we can discuss fish of all sizes.
Nice. Alright. Sure.
There are 3 residents that have been complaining about a myriad of concerns. Margaret, Lawrence, and Julio. Your best bet is to track them down. They're likely lounging about waiting for someone else to handle the hard work. They should have more than enough to keep you busy for the time being. Report back when it's been handled. In the meantime, I have other matters I need to attend to. So, please, excuse me.
I miss how it was before.
I forgot to show you guys earlier. I got a new Vortex cup. You know, I love these. Self-mixes.
So you'll be with us for a while. Try not to get underfoot.
The Vimbator flew out of the emergency exit door, leaving Charlie and Emily alone on the stage. The room was silent for a few minutes, before the guests started slowly clapping. Louder and louder it became, until their cheers were bouncing off the
Move
theater
along.
walls and
That cool?
almost freezing the roof.
Kind of looks like I'm drinking, if it was more bubbly, it would be Nuka Quantum.
Our heroes
Nuka
quickly
Cola
bowed and left the
Quantum.
stage, hearts racing from the thrill of the performance.
And now I can wait faster.
So you'll be with us for a while. Try not to get underfoot.
Thank goodness you're both all right. No surprise that nasty
You under the foot.
invader was behind the power cut. Turns out that no-gooder gave the real actors the wrong directions to the amphitheater. Thank God you two were here. The park's reputation was almost ruined.
Seeing someone do so much good around here. It's refreshing.
I'm glad.
Easily saved from the evil clutches of the Invader. Where will
It'd been really funny if I went for the green one. But blue's my favorite color, so I went for blue. So green, it would have just green screened it out.
Discoveries and news. Ah, screw it. I miss how it
Skippy
was
thing
before.
is just...
You know, condition.
Gee whiz, Susie. The night sky sure is beautiful up here on Lookout Point. Not nearly as beautiful as you are, though.
Huh? What did you say? You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was something. The view is breathtaking. Before the accidents.
And then
Mind
I
if I
saw...
stay here?
Do you mind?
I think someone is out
You need something?
Ooh, a stranger. We haven't seen anyone from outside in a while. What brings you here?
Oberlin sent me to help you. He said he has some tasks for me. So this whole vault is filled with ghouls?
What's a ghoul?
Is that what they're calling our condition outside? Those bastards.
That means this is a widespread condition and not unique to us.
I suppose we do look ghoulish.
Yep. And ghouls call humans smooth skins.
Smooth skin? That's an interesting way of putting it.
Ooh, I like that. Those smooth-skinned bastards.
When you make contact with the
Everyone
outside
loves learning
again,
new words
it
to
wouldn't
yell
hurt
at
to use
people.
their terminology.
Thanks for the intel. Is there anything else?
What can you tell me about the vault?
That we've spent far too long cooped up here. I can't wait to get back to work.
You said it, sister.
Is there anything else?
Got any gossip?
Now, why would we tell you that, stranger?
Yeah, a real nosy stranger.
I don't have a
You'll
nose.
Get it? Because they got a nose, and we don't.
It ruins the joke when you explain it, Lawrence.
Is there anything else?
Oberlin sent me. Do you have tasks?
Chief Oberlin's finally getting around to dealing with this, huh? And sending in a stranger to boot. He must have it tough. Yeah, there's a few things we've brought up before. Most of it in the lower levels. Things like strange noises coming from the generator room. People are scared to go check it out in case one of the lost are in there.
Alright, I'll go kill him.
Oh,
Or
also,
sorry, I'll
we
put them
have
down
a
gently
huge
for
rat
naps.
problem in the storage room, as in huge rats. Last time I was on a
Nice.
food run, something jumped right past me and snatched it. Damn near took my arm with it too.
And, someone should probably take care of Alfie.
Yeah. Alfie was one of us, but his condition got worse until he got us to lock him in his room. He's probably
Oh,
lost
he went
his
feral.
mind by now, but no one could bring themselves to do what needs to be done. You didn't know him, though. If there's anything you could do for him, we'd appreciate it.
Easy clap. I mean XP. But alright. Tell me more about him.
Alfie was a good guy. Had a tendency to overdo things, though.
These jumpsuits.
Remember when he skipped work because he wanted to find out if he could still get hangovers after the change?
Yeah, I remember that. I had to take over his shift the next day, that bastard.
His apartment is in the lower levels. The key is still down there. Somewhere. Is there anything else?
Okay. Why do you think they're lost on there?
We're just guessing, to be honest. Hard to tell why the Lost do anything they do.
We've been hearing whispers and pops like static electricity, which is pretty much exactly what the Lost sound like. We also know what happens when you get too close. They'd kill us as soon as you'd squash a bug.
That's if they don't turn us into one of them first. There's too few of us left now to take a risk like that, but, you look very capable.
Is there anything else?
Hey there.
You having trouble with a few rad rats?
Rad rats? We'll need to make a note of all these new terms outsiders use.
Since the earthquake, we've been experiencing more and more of the wasteland's wonders. And we're not exterminators, much less seasoned fighters. That's why we put in a security request to deal with it.
They've been left like that for so long. They've probably multiplied by now.
Is there anything else?
I'll see what I can do.
You can get to the lower levels from the elevators just over there. There's also a stairwell down just across the atrium that leads directly to the storage room. Good luck, and thank you.
Let's start with storage room.
Good luck down there, and welcome to Vault 63.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, people who eavesdrop are the worst.
Don't you just hate rude people listening in on private conversations?
Internal bleeding or indigestion due to consumption of Saddle Up Salisbury steak. Taste for yourself, and you'll be the next to realize why Saddle Up Salisbury steak is the leading manufactured steak product in America and leads sales of all other
Don't you be
factory-made
stuck
Salisbury
change
steak
things
products
up around
by
here.
millions of
We
barrels
got a
per year.
system, and it
Try
works.
in a
Damn
dozen
it.
holes, or alongside a lovely spoonful of salt. Saddle Up
Now it works.
Salisbury steak.
Wasn't working the other day.
How's it going out there? Windy? Airs?
What's up, man? The right kind of crappy, man. The right amount, anyways. Where did she say the stairs was? Research. Okay, not there.
What's up?
Cafeteria out of order.
Supplies are starting to dwindle a little.
Elevator, elevator.
Stockpile from the supply runs. You know, before the storms. It's a shame we don't have the workforce to spruce this place up a little.
The monsters and machismo.
So you're in clinic, so that's not where I'm trying to go.
Science. How's it going out there?
There it is.
Exciting journey with
Yeah.
River Daring, Cryptid Hunter Extraordinaire. Joining the intrepid adventurer is his
It's
field medic,
punching
Guinevere,
time.
a nurse as equally skilled in medicine as she is in
Oh
defying
well.
grip.
You can just have fun
And
with it.
lastly, the loyal person, personal butler, tailor, navigator, and monster lore. Join the crew, dear listeners. We follow them on an exciting
They got rabies. Wait, why does it look like I killed like 3 of them with one shot? I'm really confused, but alright, I'll take it.
large appetite.
Now I've got mud in my boots. Perfect. For the next adventure, can we investigate the Bermuda Triangle or something? Rip gets lost on a boat, or I spend some time on a beach. Just anything to get me away from more farmland.
Whatever do you mean, my dear Guinevere? Cryptids are abundant in farmlands as the creatures try to disrupt
Forgot I even had the light on.
Americans.
Sir, we're not in America. This is a Japanese rice field.
Oh, I...
Shout out Mater, thank you for that follow. Welcome to Mobile Infantry Trooper, day one of us.
Anyway, how about you tell us why we're on the other side of the world, knee-high in muddy water at 2 a.m.?
You know he needs his beauty sleep.
Well, sir, we've been asked to investigate a local yokai, or yuma, which is an unidentified mysterious animal.
Then why am I here? Do I look like I have a degree in zoology with which to identify the creature? No, of course not. Not since the council sent me that colorful expulsion letter after hunting their precious Bigfoot.
Those are just the local terms for cryptids, sir. We don't need to
Free food.
identify, just find and shoot. Your preferred method of action, sir.
Oh, then why didn't you say so, Percy, you bucket of bolts? Now, what are we after? That lady with the scissors and the grin? The woman with
Oh, I
the
didn't
neck
scrap.
problems? The freezing,
Strange.
icy mistress?
You're too hot-headed for the Yukiona, sir. Today, we are going after the Gusher.
I guess they're invisible now?
Yes, the gassy dough crow.
Do it this way.
I'm not suffering through this again, Rip. Just call it the big skeleton.
Not my first time wrestling a big-boned creature. What makes this one special?
From what
Okay,
I've
so
been
it
able to
auto-looted that.
decipher, it
Cool.
seems these creatures are hungry, undead skeletons made up of the unburied.
See what I'm doing here, Percy? Can you make your explanation like my fingers? Snappy?
I forget that too many words push the old words out of your brain. Big skeleton eat people.
Get the noise and generate your
5
room.
words on the dot. Now let
Do
me
that in a
keep my
sec.
keen hunter eyes out
That
for
one
the
good.
elusive creature.
I think that's for
Oh, of
Alfie.
course.
Okay, so yeah,
Where would we
we'll
ever
hit this
find a
first.
30-foot skeleton? Maybe it's under that rock. Maybe it's taking a swim in these shallow fields. Just
I'm all glowy and I'm not afraid to use it.
giant imposing figure headed right towards us.
Never fear, Guinevere, for my trusty
It'd be funny if you have any normal people around in PvP or something like that. They get irradiated when they fight near
fly
you.
up close and shoot it once I see the whites of its the white of its eyes.
But sir, it doesn't have eyes.
It seems this family figure has heard of me. I'm sorry, random skeleton, but Rip Daring is only a feast for the eyes. And
it's trying to eat you.
Temperature
sir.
control override.
Do be careful.
Nano reactor shutdown. Breeze clears.
worry not, you glorified.
You really thought that was gonna work, dummy? Get off the terminal before you kill us all.
Never drink
Unauthorized user.
Rip Daring is fueled off of the nutrients in
Door control.
American beers and rye whiskey.
No bad.
Now come here, you oversized medical diagram. You may have gotten to taste test Rip Daring, but that did little more
Look
than
at that.
tear my good hunting outfit. Besides,
Let's close this door. Now there's no escape.
what this gullible fool doesn't realize falls right into my trap. Now that I'm inside the belly of the beast, I can remove its head with the full power of my trusty cold shoulder.
But sir, it doesn't have skin. You could have flown in through the rib cage.
First of all, just don't. There's a good reason he doesn't practice medicine.
That's good news.
Actually, quite a few reasons now that I think about it.
I can't quite hear you over the sound
Is
of
that
my
I'm immune to
impending
radiation.
victory, but I assume you're cheering me
I would
on.
still like it to
I
tell me
won't
when
dally
there's
any
radiation
longer,
around.
and since only the latest in killing technology
I think it does
is good
actually.
enough for Rip Daring, I've outfitted the cold shoulder with my own personalized ammunition, allowing for more shots per shot. See that, Guinevere?
Somehow, I missed the fight with the giant skeleton.
Then you missed quite a joke. Another beast's head ripped from its body. Ha 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 ha!
I do wish that was the only ripped thing, sir. Why
This is
don't you
everything.
insist on making your outfits match your name?
That's the mark of a good hunt. What goes better with a Rip Daring adventure than a Rip Daring adventurer's outfit?
Questionable fashion choices aside, Rip the creature is undead. Removing its head is nothing more than a minor inconvenience.
Then I'll be sure to make it a major inconvenience once I place it above my fireplace back in the old US of A.
There you have it, dear listeners.
Fresh
Another
books.
tale, another trophy for the mantle. The moral of today's story is,
Oh, there's his
when in
B.
doubt, shoot it out. If that doesn't work, you're not using enough bullets. That's the Rip Daring way. Tune in next
Yeah, that's
time
funny.
for more exciting exploits and another incredible cryptid hunt.
All right, Alfie.
Tired of the rat race, the hustle and bustle, and the governments with their atom bomb bingo. Do you remember a simpler time of peace and prosperity when the world still had meaning? Perhaps it's time for you to let go and find a different way. employing ancient techniques honed by ascetic monks. The Palace of the Winding Path will
I
take
found
you
gold.
on a journey of hope and self-fulfillment to help you rediscover
Alright, let's shoot him in the
one
face.
person you've neglected in these
Politely.
anxious, trying times. Yourself.
Everyone here is real swell. They talk.
Yes. Wow, okay, fine. Just do that.
In the past, I learned to part from the materials. Every dollar I gave away,
dang it.
I found the
I get to
hurt
read it.
fleeing from my body. Now I have nothing, and I've never felt freer. I think that's just nifty.
My husband didn't understand. My children less so. But I found something greater.
Alfie's Journal.
Meaningful.
December 4th, 2080. Something or other.
I find myself thinking about
It's been a while since the bombs dropped, but life in the vault is still pretty crummy. None of us have completely escaped this radiation malarkey, that's for sure. Perhaps if old Stoltz had kept his ego on a leash for once and built a vault that was actually finished on time, then we wouldn't be in this damn mess. Instead, he played up to the clock, making his underground palace, and now we're the ones who have to pay the price. Would it have been so crazy to make sure that we were in the vault when the bombs dropped and not installing some crappy gutters? March 15th, probably. Things ain't improved much, and folks have gotten sick one way or another. But hey, at least we're still alive, right? Even if we do look like shriveled raisins. Ha. A lot of us have lost our hair, and some sad saps have even lost facial features. I ain't so worried about it though. Hair or no hair, I'll still be a handsome devil. April 1st. Got a brilliant idea. Lawrence was running his mouth, as usual, about his college days and how many beers he could drink in 10 minutes. Well, I've challenged him on it. How hard can it be to drink 7 beers in 10 minutes? Wait, what? Okay, never mind. I thought I had a number before. Since all this weird radiation stuff, I probably won't even feel it, right? May? The last few days have been feeling strange. I keep having outbursts, and I'm afraid of lashing out at other people. I'm not sure if it's the effects from the damn radiation, or if it's because we've all been cooped up here for so long. Either way, I don't want to risk hurting anyone else, so I've asked Margaret and the others to lock me in my room permanently. Oh, poor guy.
Solve the pollution crisis and balance the budget. I'm afraid I can't vote for it. Which is why when the session begins, I plan to filibuster the... Wait, what are you doing?
Congratulations, Robo-Rilla. I can't wait to sign your proposal into law. By the way, you've got something in your teeth. Is that Senator Colburn's leg?
Watch as this titanium titan navigates politics.
A home plate, just sitting in there.
The only
Fun.
way he knows how, with no regard for human life. See it all and more in this thrilling motion picture event. Robo-Rilla goes to Washington. Previously on A Better Life Underground.
Stephanie loves me for who I am.
Negative. The only reason she is in love with you is because of the buff out. If it was not for that, she would be with me.
You use buff out? You're not the man I thought you were. You're not the man I fell in love with.
Stephanie, baby, it's not what you think. I don't use buff out. That Protectron just wishes it had these guns.
Improbable. Why would I want those guns when I have these guns?
And now, episode 135 of A Better Life
Alright, cool.
Underground.
Good job today, everyone. we've only been in this VR training for a few days, but it feels like we've been doing this together for years.
Overseer, we have been doing this for years.
That's the spirit, Amy. Tomorrow we can conclude our virtual simulation and get on with our lives.
Overseer, are you alright?
I've never felt better. I'm ready to get out of this fake world and back into the real one.
You took a nasty hit to the head when you fell down the stairs this morning. As your head of medical, I believe you may have a form of retrograde amnesia. You really should return to observation before making major decisions.
We can't afford to fall behind in training. I'm feeling fine. These virtual stim packs seem to work just as good as the real ones.
I'm not convinced those stim packs were enough.
Of course they were. Cliff, tell her I'm fine.
Statistically speaking, the odds of you being afflicted with retrograde amnesia are 5 in 100,000. However unlikely it is, there is still a distinct possibility.
The head of engineering should not be consulted for medical advice.
Clifford!
I'm tired of all the red tape and security checks just to get a breath of barely fresh air.
Did the instructors put you up to this? What are you talking about? We graduated from Vault Tech University years ago.
You should have arrived a few years
back.
back.
If I completed my overseer
The old
training,
vault
then why
sure
are we in
was
the
something.
simulation?
You know,
Have you heard about...
Ooh, smell something
again?
weird?
You need something?
Welcome back.
I took care
How
of
are things
Alfie for
going?
you. And the rats.
Now I'm certain you have amnesia.
All those issues were taken care of.
We're sorry that you had to be the one to deal with all of that.
Yeah, it's good to know there are still people outside, especially people who are capable.
Thanks. We couldn't have done it ourselves. Is there anything we can do for you?
Got bottle caps.
Or others. Cliff, come over here and take your exit. First up, we're getting back to reality.
Any chance you can tell me something?
Well, we're not really ones to gossip.
Not with outsiders, anyway. But you're alright.
Maybe we can share a few details.
I don't see why not. What did you want to know?
What's it like in the vault?
Well, it used to be a lot busier. We'd take the rail line to work in the different wings each day. Then there was the accident, which, honestly, we still don't know much about. After that, most folks we knew became what we call the Lost. And the Overseer became, well... Oh, and then there was the earthquakes recently. That destroyed any way of easily reaching the other wings, even if we wanted to fight them back from the Lost.
It's not all bad. We got food, shelter, safety, and space. It'll sure be nice to be able to get back to work, but just think of it as an extended vacation.
I'm more worried about how much work we'll have to catch up on when things get back to normal. If they ever get back to normal.
Before the storms.
We tried to keep working here in the atrium, even outside the vault, but in the end we just stopped. Been locked in here a while now, and looks like nothing's changing until that storm outside passes.
You're going to be more than all right, Harry. With the modifications I've made after your horrible accident, you're more than a mere...
He's friendly, but can be dismissive. He does his best to keep things safe and orderly, but we can see he kind of resents it, especially having to work for Overseer Stoltz. We just haven't figured out why, other than being overworked. The Overseer seems to be keeping him extra busy lately, particularly after everything that's been going on.
He's always been friendly. Heck, even used to be fun. Would always be up to party after work. Now, though, he's a huge stick in the mud. Can't say I blame the guy, but last few years, he's been more, what's the word?
Boring.
Cold, bottled up. Like a shaken Nuka-Cola ready to burst.
Is there anything else? Strict but fair. He runs a tight ship. As long as you hit your deadlines and don't cause problems, he's actually pretty pleasant.
But you don't want to find yourself on his bad side. I heard he was a pretty ruthless businessman before his overseer days. I doubt he's actually changed all that much. Just don't mention his, condition. It's kind of a sensitive subject.
You have to be in the business world, especially in wartime. He's always been pretty respectful during the rounds and inspections, especially when Cassidy was around. Say what you will about the man, it's clear he would do anything for his wife. He was head over heels for her.
She did keep him level-headed. She just up and disappeared one day. I hope she's doing well wherever she is.
Is there anything else? Is there anything else? Yeah. We'll spread the word that you are someone trustworthy. Thanks again for all the help. You're all right, outsider.
And security checks, just to get a breath of...
Yeah, people who eavesdrop are the worst.
What did you say?
And then I saw... Do you mind?
There was a landslide around the mansion? I wonder how that happened.
Reckon that storm is gonna get worse or better?
What if we go back to the surface? And nobody wants to know us because of our, you know, condition.
Keep forgetting that's not connected, so.
Character at the lovely nap. Get ready to go. My water base, not so much. Oh, so you literally have a separate base for water. That's cool. I just noticed my character's head's like through the freaking bed. I don't have a way to move the camera. His head's like hanging out like a creep. Like, what you doing up there? Set up mine near that bar so I can overload myself and walk 2 seconds to sell. That's funny. My life.
Don't let them take the control point.
Let me jump. Woo! Oop, gotta reload. Oh, really? How? How does it land right on top of me instead of throwing outward? Explain that to me, game. That makes no sense, because it's the second time that's happened. God dang it. Turd.
Warning.
I'm mad at whoever made this so much. Like, I'm fine with the space combat and all that stuff, even with my crappy guns, I still have a chance, but
Control point
the way that they do the first-person shooter aspect, some are great, and then there's other parts where it's just like, really? Especially the grenade throws. I kind of want to volunteer my services as a veteran to show them how to throw grenades and crap. I kind of like the MP5, it's pretty nice. Shotgun gonna kick my face in. Might as well just run. Yeah, there's not too much recoil, so it's pretty nice.
Oops. No, wrong button. I was like, okay, maybe it harmlessly went over the cover. Not so much. Oh yeah, so I saved up money in the game and picked me up a 50 cal. I got the deagle off of one of these guys on like the last mission, the mission before that, and then I got the 107 that I picked up for 50 grand at the gun shop. Oh, you wait till I get these reloaded. Oh yeah. That's what I think about you, Queen. Whoa, oh my god. I think one of them was whacking me and I blew myself up at the same time. It's not letting me correct my fall. So that was fun. Bleh.
Cryptid Hunter Extraordinaire.
Oh, it just ends? Oh, lame. I didn't know I had to stay in it. Okay, bye. Someone's launching those. Oh, I see you. Bastard. So I have to teach this lesson, old man. No. Sec. You run.
Warning. Visitor detected in restricted area. Security, please assist.
I am a general. I can go wherever the fuck I want. My rank dick is massive. Not tolerate, cease immediately. Visitor info, threat, not welcome, leave now. Must dispose, stop, persist, end now. Tolerate, cease immediately. So that's, I'm guessing, her sped ass trying to tell us what to do. Like she's just working too fast to actually put the words in properly. She's all sped up. Or something. Now you can get a wife that says, "You will address me by my husband's rank." Yeah, exactly. And then I immediately smack her in the back of the head and say, "No." Always wanted my very own dependent. Oh my god, a scorched chief? Dude's in a fucking power armor instead of XO1. Oh, he's dead. Knocked the shit out of him. See, that's the first time I've seen a Scorch in power armor. That was kind of cool. Like I said before, the game's kind of missing that. More enemies in power armor would make a lot more sense. What was that?
What the? Come on! You see that? She walked out and then got attacked anyways. Thanks, game.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, that was trippy. She like force yanked it into her hand. I think that was more of a glitch than an actual superpower. I'm hoping they got a stash once I get to the base. Man, this area, the zone's so weird.
Free at last!
Thank you for coming for me, Henry. You're a great friend.
Oh god, I can't see anything. Allowed him to the east. What's to the east? Oh wow, okay. I'm coming. Oh shit, it blew me into it. What the fuck, Gabe?
Oh no, you poor bastard. You
I
poor
lived.
bastard.
I lived. Fuck.
No, you didn't.
Well, I did live until I didn't. That 50% chance is something I would gamble on. I just don't understand why it blew me into it. That's some bullshit. Should've got blown away from it. Yeah, let's do it. The fuck? What the fuck was that? Anyways.
I can't wait to see them.
Oh yeah, wait.
Wait, he's just gonna let me place all these charges on it under him? Let's see if that works.
Got you.
Fuck, that worked. What a dumbass.
Rabbit, let's go. Rabbit, let's go.
Warning. The base is under
Guys,
attack.
Seeing someone do so much good around here. It's refreshing.
Okay, I'm back. So I realized just before I went for that what the fuck?
Miss Claire Riddell, a budding new actress taking Hollywood
What was
by
that?
storm, is joining us today on the Silver
What was this
Shroud
thing?
television show set. Miss Riddell, what can you tell us
What's
about
going
your
on?
role on the Silver Shroud television show?
Thank you for
Oh,
having me
feral.
on your program, Mr. Rock.
Well, it's 150% melee though.
I'll be playing the Silver Shroud's love interest, the beautiful and deadly Mistress of Mystery, a popular character amongst the
Minus
young
99 charisma. You cannot climb out of this. Alright, let me see. What do I look like?
The Mistress of
It's the
Mystery
same.
will be portrayed on live television.
Right you are, Miss Riddell. I can't wait to
Thought
see
there'd be
you
something more
portray the
noticeable.
Mistress of Mystery.
What if we
as
go
she
back
takes
to the
leap from
surface?
dazzling pages of
Nobody wants to know us because of our,
airwaves
you know,
to our
condition.
television sets. Truly remarkable.
It's an honor to take the mantle of the Mistress of Mystery from Miss Rivers as we enter a new era for the character. I grew up fondly listening to her on the radio and hope I can bring the character to life as she once had.
Here in safe and sunny California, we see the crew hard at work, building the hideout of the Silver Shroud. While filming will naturally be done here, I understand that you are expected to shoot on the rough and tumble streets of
Sick
Boston.
chems can help.
Tell me,
get
Claire,
rid
it must be rather dangerous for you to take on bands of thugs and criminals. How do
Oh,
you
okay.
manage to keep
I know
equal
what I
bay?
need to do.
Oh, Mr. Rock, I've
Seeing
been
someone
training
do
to play
so
the
much
role of
good
the
around
Mistress of
here.
Mystery for a couple
It's
of weeks
refreshing.
now. As you can see behind you, the crew is still hard at work building the set, so no actual crime fighting has happened just yet. My agent has also hired a martial arts instructor, keeps me in tip-top shape for when the day comes to take on Boston's evil criminal empire. Thankfully, the Mistress is not taking on the entirety of Boston's criminal underworld alone. While she can pack quite the wallop, Silver Shroud is always close at hand. They make quite the tag team duo, if I do say so myself.
Well, how did you like that backstage sneak peek into the world of the stars? I hope you'll join me in seeing the young and beautiful Claire Riddell.
Okay, so that bumped me back up to 10% though,
The
whatever
new
I did.
animals out there. Any of them good for eating?
Behind the silver screen with me, your host, Leonard Rock. Thank you, and see you soon.
Oh, for 29 minutes. Ah, boo. I hate that they do that. It should really be permanent.
From exploring and surviving the mysterious Dread Island, the
I am gonna start using more grenades though.
tread onward towards the beach.
Actually, no, let's do
Led by
plasmas.
their assaultron Hart, Emilio and Anna try to make the best out of their precarious situation.
Hart, I'm tired. Can't we stop?
Figure out how to make the fix later on.
Ah, the one from outside. How's the storm? Hey there.
good.
Been a long time since we had a good community gathering around here.
Okay, talk to Overlord.
Is there... You're back. I hope you have good news for me.
So, with all the requests.
Well, color me surprised. Good work. With that out of the way, I'll be able to focus on the more important matters, like dealing with the chaos going on outside of this vault. I don't suppose that those three had anything interesting to say while you were helping them?
Say no more. Let's go.
Really?
Newfound hope, the trio races towards the mysterious cabin in record time.
Hello?
Nothing comes to
Looks
mind.
like I may have to check in with our custodian Johnny later. He usually hears a thing or two, though I'd much rather people come to me than having to resort to gossip mills. Still, it can be hard for people to know who to trust. But enough about that. Now that you've helped me out, is there anything I can help you with?
It's the military. We're saved.
Who goes there? Show yourself.
Oh, thank goodness. Humans. Actual people.
What if we go back to the surface? Nobody wants to know us because of our, condition.
Children? Where did you come from?
It's a long story. May we
Oh, what's next on the list?
First, your reward. I'll arrange for something from our armory. I'm sure you'll find a good use for it in the future.
300 caps, not bad.
Greeted by uniformed personnel and led into a cozy room with a large
It may not seem like much, but your help has been invaluable to us. Thank you.
introduced to the captain, a tall, slender woman with piercing eyes. Over the next
Shock
few
baton.
hours, the children retell their harrowing journey thus far. Oh, you poor wretches, you must be
The powerhouse of the cell.
what rotten luck you've had.
Now that you've proven yourself useful, I have a sensitive situation that could use some in-person problem solving. The emergency alert in the organic sector has been triggered, something that requires proper authorization to do. As I understand it, the lab's head researcher Hilda Stoltz headed there not too long ago. I believe you're acquainted. It would appear she's gotten herself into danger. It's unlikely she'd seek outside meddling if it wasn't something serious.
Okay. So what do you want me to do?
Get to the lab, assess the situation, and ensure Hilda returns here safely. If she's unwilling to return, convince her otherwise. She, and Mr. Stoltz for that matter, may believe her research takes priority over her safety. With our current numbers, that isn't a risk worth taking. With the tram tunnels collapsed, you should still be able to access organics from a cave nearby, used as a sort of ventilation system. If Hilda was able to make it there, I imagine you won't have too much trouble. But I'll provide a security key, just in case. Be prepared for the worst. I look forward to your return.
Yeah, Hart would do anything to protect us.
What if we go back to the surface and nobody wants to know us because of our...
must do everything in my power to care for these children.
It's a shame we don't have the
there is
workforce to
one
spruce
thing we
this
could do.
place up a little.
We'll do anything.
If we
What
decommission
if
the
we go
robot,
back to
I
the
could.
surface?
So, shall we begin?
Nobody wants to
There are some tasks that I'm unequipped to handle myself, and I need your assistance.
You can put them back
Sure.
together again afterwards, right?
of
Excellent. As you've hopefully been made aware by now, the source of the weather phenomenon outside is a device that is under our control. Or rather, the lack thereof. Control, that is. In order to solve this error, we'll need to acquire the weather machine's blueprints. They are in the wall safe just over there.
Discoveries and news. Screw it. I miss how it was before.
Towards the door and makes a run for it, racing down a long hallway. He bursts into the first open door he finds, the adults at his heels chasing after him. He stops.
Okay, sorry, I was reading. You come here just to walk a few feet to grab a paper? I'll go grab it.
If only it were that simple. The safe can only be opened with a key. A key that my beloved wife Cassie has chosen to hide in a very secure location. So secure that only she knows where it is. This is problematic, as she has been unwell and unresponsive for quite some time. That said, she was a diligent note-keeper. I'm certain you could find out where she moved the key to if you were to search through her notes. You should find them all in our room upstairs. It is unlocked, so you should be able to just walk in. With my condition as it is, I'm unable to do this myself, and thus, my new friend, the task falls to you.
Okay. I have to only copy the blueprints in the safe.
There was another copy, but I don't even want to get started, to be honest. Intellectual property can be so tricky to keep locked away. Perhaps tracing down the problem is something we could look into another day. For today, the safe is our solution.
Okay. I'm not sure I understand your condition. You're blind?
I dare say I barely understand it myself. Prior to certain circumstances, I was blind. Born that way. Since sad circumstances, I've come to be able to see, but not in the traditional sense. Alas,
First, like
written
Daredevil.
text, paper, and terminal alike remain my mortal foe. Discussing the boring details any further are for another time, though. Please, let's return to the matter at hand.
Okay. Why me in particular?
I'm concerned for my wife's privacy. Her notes could include audit reports and other sensitive information. While it means nothing to a stranger like you, it could sow discord in our vault. I'd rather not have files go missing or rumors spreading. You understand, don't you?
Okay. Makes sense. I'll do it.
You will? Oh, wie wunderbar. Best of luck.
Brain, eyes, and skin.
I could use some help over here.
Frailer constitution have been known to suffer some small health effects. That's why 9 out of 10 of my colleagues recommend a daily dose of Rad-X, America's preferred anti-rad medication. Rad-X bolsters your body's own radiation resistance. Doctors spell safety RAD-X.
Strange. I might have time to do one of these and then. Punched him so hard he died. Alright, let's see. Where's that other one? Oh, is it back inside?
The sound you are hearing comes to you from the Sonic Squire, a brand new speaker system featured in theaters, studios, and soon, your living room. This marvelous, lifelike, one-of-a-kind sound was developed by the scientists at Sonic Sound Systems and is used in motion pictures, concerts, and educational programming worldwide. Imagine your family sitting down and listening to our Commander-in-Chief's fireside chats in crystal clear audio.
Well, I'm just a mechanic. I don't need high-fidelity laser crisp
Gotcha,
sound when I'm
okay.
working on my car.
You may be okay living in mediocrity, Jim.
I've been in
What
here
about
before.
your children? Consider the lesson you're teaching them.
Golly. I didn't think of that.
That's the problem, Jim.
Art lessons. Lessons with Ramona are going very well indeed. Who would have thought that the theoretical physicist could have such impeccable artistic intuitions too? I was lamenting the fact that my dear Hugo could not see any of my art. And then Ramona had such a brilliant idea. Why don't I paint in a impasta style? Where the thick layers of paint created a textured surface, which Hugo could feel with his hands. Such a genius idea. I can't believe I didn't think of it before. I was wondering why she didn't do that. Like, halfway through that, I was like, just paint thicker. Anyways, now my darling will be able to enjoy his wife's wonderful art just like everyone else. I must make sure the paint dries thoroughly before I show it to him, though, or we'll be cleaning this place up for weeks to come.
Who cares what they're up to as long as things finally start getting
A
fixed?
world dominated by a nefarious hive mind of dolphin-human hybrid creatures bent on converting the last remnants of humanity
just
into
to get
their
a breath of
soulless
barely fresh
collective.
air.
I'm all for fun,
Well,
but maybe
this
we
is
should
new,
wait
and
until
I don't
more
think this is the
problems get
past.
solved before we
The
party.
History Deck's time locator seems to be reading. This can't be right. 42nd century? Maybe Jenkins' calculations weren't ready to experiment with after all. The Chronotron backpack's time crystals are completely out of sync, and will need quite some time to realign themselves to my point of origin. What is with all the propaganda around here? Are those walking dolphins?
All sublimation candidates in Group 5B must report to Station Sigma immediately. Compliance.
Maybe we can invite him to join us for
That
drinks.
sounds
See if we can get him to
Judging by
let
the
his
posters
plans
around
slip.
here, I'm guessing that this mind organization isn't exactly welcoming of regular humans
Oh,
like me.
there we go.
Better find a spot to lay
Cassidy's
low
Journal,
if the time
October
crystals
18th,
resynchronize.
2077. Poor darling Hugo. I haven't seen him this worked up in such a long time. But who can blame him? He's only worried about his daughter's well-being, as any good father would be. I think he's just afraid of her impressionable mind being corrupted by the people around her. Still, I am not sure I agree with his solution to this problem. Unfortunately, he has already made up his mind. And once he gets like this, there's simply no point in arguing with him. Let's just hope that Audrey never finds out the truth, or there will be hell to pay. February 13th, 2087. This vault can be so claustrophobic. 10 years so suffocating. I miss how much travel Hugo and I used to do. I miss all the different views. I miss the French quarters and the music. I miss being surrounded by creative people. The people in here are also creative, but in a scientific way. Maybe one day we'll be able to enjoy the world and the arts as we used to. My only sanctuary is a small waterfall in the garden section. There I can pretend the world is still the same. Plus the sound of the running water soothes my mind whenever I start to feel unwell, which seems to be most of the time lately. I fear my condition may be getting worse.
Been a long time since we had a good
March 8th, 2087. God bless Hugo. But he can be so naive sometimes. He is too trusting, thinking that if he keeps the business within the hands of friends and family, then he has no reason to worry. I ran into someone snooping around our office this afternoon. Said they were just looking for a report, but I wasn't born yesterday. I've decided to lock away our more sensitive documents somewhere safe. I won't be letting the key leave my person for any reason. Luckily, I have fashioned the key into part of my favorite necklace, and it fits perfectly. No one needs access to the documents unless they have Hugo on my permission, or my permission anyway. As for this little detective I caught in the act, well, let's hope they can fake their way into a different vault. March 26, 2087. I can't get any privacy in this wretched vault. I was sitting in my happy place in front of the waterfall, finally reaching the deepest levels of my meditation. Then guess who comes stomping right out from under there? Johnny, the head janitor, plunking around with a box of tools. Stupid man. Just when I was finally starting to relax. I didn't even know he had a maintenance room back there. Still, it's good to know that there are some lesser-known areas down here. Perhaps I should let my darling Hugo know about this concealed area. Alright, I'll take a quick pause. I'm not going to be right back.
Not as long as I have my mentats, I won't. And soon, you won't forget it either.
We felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing to worry about, though.
I mean, there were other vaults than ours. Are you really that surprised?
Supplies are starting to dwindle a little, even with the stockpile from the supply runs. You know, before the storms.
You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was something. You know, before the accidents.
We should probably start planning Alfie's funeral.
Come join us at Watoga High School on Saturday, November 6th to see Watoga High drama.
Supplies are starting to dwindle a little. Even with the stockpile from the supply runs. You know, before the storms.
To come see their favorite Power Patrol heroes, like Platinum. Liberty, it wasn't just meant for me and you. It's our destiny to show the Reds are.
What if we go back to the surface and nobody wants to know us because
It's safer down in the lower levels again now that the infestation is taken care of.
The Ice Vein Commissioner, Chaos!
And more, like they've never seen them before. Pick up an ice-cold Nuka-Cola from the concession stand and get ready to laugh, cheer, and sing along. Children ages 17 and up who want to become a real member of the Power Patrol can speak to a U.S. Army recruiter just
You reckon that
outside the
storm's gonna
auditorium.
get worse?
Before and
Better.
after the show. Spread the word to every nation.
Liberty, your voice is strong.
Doors open at 6 on Saturday, November 6th.
Tonight, we bring you Chapter 1 of
I'm
Escape
really gonna
from the
miss Alfie.
42nd Century. Another classic tale from the Atomic Chronicles of K.D. Inkwell. We find ourselves in the hallowed halls of the Guild of Antiquities' hidden headquarters, far from the prying eyes of the
Tired
common
of
man.
all the red tape and security checks just to get a breath of
Which
barely
hopes
fresh
to
air.
dramatically improve the accuracy of the technology for time travel.
Miss Inkwell, please hand me that chronometric calibrator. The time synchronization crystals are exhibiting very unusual
There was
resonation
a
frequencies.
landslide around the mansion?
Perhaps the new calculations
I wonder how
were
that
after all.
happened.
However, I must be sure.
Here you go, Dr. Jenkins. I know this will work. After all, you invented the Chronotron backpacks.
Indeed I did, KD. And these synchronization crystals are at the
I'm
heart
all
of
for
that
fun,
technology.
but maybe
Why,
we should
without
wait
them
until
locking in
more
the
problems
coordinates of
get
a
solved
specific
before
point
we
of
party.
space-time, an operative could be catapulted to a time beyond our comprehension.
Our operatives all understand the danger, Doctor.
You should have arrived
Our
a few
skills
years
plus
back.
your gadgets have gotten
The
us
old
out of
vault
tight
sure
spots
was
fast.
something.
Never you mind
know,
theoretical problems.
before
Just
the
help me
accidents.
secure the Chronotron to my back, and let's continue the testing.
Always appreciate your moxie, KD. Forgive an old man his worrisome ways. I've made some small adjustments to the experimental calculations, and I'll input them whenever you're ready.
Seeing someone do
time like
so
the
much
present,
good
Doctor.
around here.
Quite right.
It's
Quick
refreshing.
audit then. Atomic cells to full, synchronization crystals aligned, flux channels cleared. It appears we're ready to engage. Now I must simply enter the new calculations and... The readings! The readings are off the charts! Take off the backpack, KD! Quickly,
Haven't seen her.
before...
Are you sure she's not just hanging out with Oberlin again?
With a crackle and a pop, Inkwell's malfunctioning Chronotron backpack spontaneously activates, opening a surprise time portal and drawing her in. Her synchronization crystals unable to lock, she spins uncontrolled through the winding pathways of time. How far has she gone? And what strange unknowns will she find on the other side?
There was a landslide around the mansion? I wonder how that happened.
I'm really gonna miss Alfie.
From the creative minds of Aces and Eights, it's time to grab your pistols and saddle up. Get ready for an old-fashioned standoff as Keith McKinney, giddy up,
Supplies
and
are
Stanley
starting to
Van
dwindle a
Rob,
little, even with the stockpile
starring
from
the
supply
most
runs.
anticipated Western of the year.
Before the storms.
It's like taking candy from a baby. Mad Dog, let's get this loot and get a move on. Mad Dog?
That mad dog had to be put down. Just like you, darling.
Introducing Molly Ryder as Polecat Polly. The Fightin' Furies return in Last Stand at Fort McGee. Watch in gorgeous Panelux color as the Fightin' Furies take on the worst the Wild West has to throw at them as they make their last stand at Fort McGee.
Haven't seen her. You
In
sure she's
theaters
not just
now.
hanging out with Oberlin again?
We felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing to worry about, though.
You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was something. You know, before the accidents.
I'm all for fun, but maybe we should wait until more problems get solved before we party.
The new animals up there, any of them good for eating?
You reckon that storm is gonna get worse or better?
I mean, there were other vaults than ours. Are you really that surprised?
Vault 63 has lasted this long. No reason to think it won't keep lasting.
I'm tired of all the red tape and security checks just to get a breath of barely fresh air.
Are you tired of the rat race, the hustle and bustle, and the governments with their atom bomb bingo? Do you remember a simpler time of peace and prosperity when the world still had meaning?
We should probably
Perhaps
start
it's
planning
time
Alpha's
for you
funeral.
to let go and find a different way. Employing ancient techniques honed by ascetic monks, the Palace of the Winding Path will take you on a journey of hope and self-fulfillment to help you rediscover the one person you've neglected in these
You
anxious,
reckon that storm is gonna get
trying
worse or better?
times? Yourself.
Everyone here is real swell. They taught me wholeness and how to be one with the universe. Suddenly, the moral decline of America just didn't bother me so much.
In the palace, I learned to part from the material. With every dollar I gave away, I found the hurt fleeing from my body. Now I have nothing, and I've never felt freer. I think that's just nifty.
My husband didn't understand. My children
Seeing
less
someone
so.
do so much good
I
around
found
here.
something greater.
It's refreshing.
Meaningful. Every day I cleanse my
It's
spirit,
safer down in the
and
lower
I find
levels again,
myself
now that the
thinking about them
infestation
less
is
and
taken
less.
care of.
Golly, today was supposed to be one of their birthdays. I don't even remember which
About
one.
that.
It's liberating. Just off the 95 and 98, the palace welcomes all who seek true enlightenment. Talk to a disciple today and learn about our special
Been a long
discount
time since we
on
had a
oil
good community
cleansing.
gathering around
At
here.
the Palace of the Winding Path, you can free your mind and expand your consciousness. You have nothing to lose but your pain.
You have nothing to lose but your chains, brother.
On this shining day at glorious Nuka World, a suspicious character seems
There was
to
a
have been
landslide
trapped
around the
to
mansion?
great treasure from
I
the
wonder
world
how
of
that
Redmond.
happened.
What has the dastardly Bimbader set up this time? And how will our brave Nuka
Haven't
heroes
seen her.
save the
Are
day?
you sure she's not just hanging out with
Nothing
Oberlin
is
again?
better than a slow day. One
Oh, that was already on. Where? Okay, cool. So that's not even. Let's do that thing again. I hate that I have to do this every time. There might be another way. Let me double check the audio when we get in. Let's see, is there a way to reload the audio? It's so basic. Or maybe there's another option, like E maybe. No. Here.
Tale. Having set up a small shelter in the forest, our heroes decide to explore. They spend some time looking for supplies, and more importantly, for the missing flying Franklin. Their travels eventually take them through thick foliage and towards the very outskirts of the forest.
We've been walking for hours and we haven't found anything.
I wonder if I just take loads of jet and whatnot, will it help reverse my ghoulification, or not ghoulification, feralification. That's what you would be the word.
Noise levels and unnecessary chatter from all present are startling local wildlife into hiding, and current supplies are not yet deemed fit for consumption. Young Emilio is also tired from walking. We could use...
You really funny if it's New Vegas Cassidy, but like before she went all cowgirl.
How's it going out there? Windy? Airish?
That was that fool's name, right? Cassidy?
Vault 63 has lasted this long. No reason to think it won't.
Let's see.
Over there. Is that a fire? Yeah. And it looks like people. Maybe they can help us.
We have not yet discerned if they are a threat. We should return to shelter before they spot us.
We won't know unless we try. You can stay here if you want. I'm going to check it out.
We should go too, so she doesn't get in
Close
trouble.
doors there.
Anna scurries down the cliffside excitedly as Emilio and Hart share a look at the follow. The trio make their way down the cliff and approach the camp on the beach. Hart keeps Emilio close while Anna rushes on ahead.
Who goes there? Kid?
Hi. My family cracked here, and we're lost and hungry. I don't suppose you have any food there? Your family, huh?
What the hell are you doing in here? Get your filthy hands off her!
You told me to do this.
What's that? Oh. I understand. I apologize. Truly. I'm just very protective of her, you know? She is my other half, and life is just not complete without her. Of course, she has the key herself. I should have known.
I've got the key. I'll get the blueprints for you. What's wrong with her?
Nothing. She's perfect. Always has been. Always will be. The same incident that has put me into my condition. Well, it made her quiet. Tired. She'll be right in no time. All the more reason for you to get a move on with those weather machine blueprints. No?
Yeah, but why is she locked in here and not the infirmary?
I don't think it's anyone's business to see my wife whenever they wish. I'm sure you wouldn't like that either if you were in her position. Just exposed for anyone to see like some animal in a zoo. No, not my Cassie. She deserves peace and quiet to recover.
Did you find me? I thought you were blind.
Apologies for the confusion. I often forget just how unusual my situation has become. I was born blind and lived that way even after becoming a ghoul, as you put it. However, as I've mentioned, an accident at this facility altered me, not unlike the lost that wander the surface. I see the world in pulses, wavelengths, a universe of violent synaptic connections, carving out and outlining every object and person. Navigation is trivial for me now. I was able to spot you in these sacred grounds even from my office. To the lost. I imagine this vision is a curse, a terrifying cataractous cloud that distorts their world. To me, it is a new life. Needless to say, I don't find myself bumping into things while getting around the vault anymore.
Figuring something out real quick.
Let's get going. Narrowly escaping the clutches of the pirates, our heroes venture forth further into the jungle.
What a fun test room. Alright, there we go. I realized I didn't have TikTok chat up this whole time. Anyways, just make sure it's working. Alright, cool. Got the key. So repairing the weather machine is related to her recovery.
Is that what I've said? I suppose I revealed too much with too little context. Forgive me. Now isn't the time to discuss such things, not before you have a better grasp of what we are contending against here.
You just be honest, but alright, let's go.
Yes. Very well. If you would excuse me, I would like a moment with my wife. Come find me when you have the blueprints.
Yeah, we have a code quartz over here. Yes, I understand your mission.
Nothing else in here?
Come over here, please.
Search this whole place.
What a mess.
I like that it kind of stayed looted from last time I was down here. That's kind of cool.
Check in on Emily and Paul, who are bravely responding to an incident. Heroes
You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was something. You know, before the accidents.
These jumpsuits don't leave much room for expression. Hey there.
Hey there.
It's a shame we don't have the workforce to spruce this place up a little.
There was a landslide around the
so hard
mansion.
on yourself.
I wonder how
It's
that
not
happened.
an engineering problem at all. Then what could it be? The Vimvader? Come on, Paula, what's he gonna do? Well, think about it. If he's trying to sabotage Nuka World, having rides break down, putting our guests at risk, that villain will have us looking incompetent and dangerous. I suppose, but then he clearly hasn't tampered with the ride at all. Everything is pristine. What else could he have done?
Yeah.
Let's see. Paula, I've got it!
Put that down there.
Hey, Emily, wait for me!
Back how I had it.
Without a second thought, Emily and Paula hurry over to Starport Nuka, the control center for the whole Nuka galaxy. Starport Nuka, of
What was that?
course. This place is the control room for the Galactic Zone, and a prime target for our saboteur.
Instructions for the hit.
Aha! The Star Cores, of course! These
Classified.
keep all
Redacted.
rides and robots in line. Without 'em,
We are in need of your services once again. One of our senior advisors, Mr. Quentin Haig, has continually failed to toe the party line, and it is starting to become a problem. To make matters worse, his continual questions about the potential moral implications of our new technologies have started to raise some eyebrows amongst the other vault dwellers. Please see to it that Mr. Haig is taken care of, preferably after his scheduled visit to the observatory later this month. He will be traveling alone, so this should present an ideal opportunity for you. P.S. I obviously expect you to exercise extreme discretion with this. The last thing we need is the media catching wind of the whole thing. From the desk of Hugo Stokes. Love letter. My gorgeous capitalist piggy. Please, my dear, I beg you to come with me. No good can come from a project funded by a big corporation. Please, please, please meet me by Makeout Point next week on the 23rd. We can flee together. Don't leave me alone. Signed, your beloved communist swine. A.
What was that about?
Oh.
Something about a fake
Can't turn
promotional
it.
campaign offering free samples. Free samples? Don't
Well,
make me laugh.
that explains a
They
lot.
actually believe those fake
Warning.
flights.
Yanni, we are pleased to work with you at
My security
doing.
boys can turn them down all day. They reek of
We are pleased with the work you are doing as head of the janitorial department. It is not an easy task to keep a vault of this size clean. The dedication of you and your staff has been noted, and we are all thankful for your endeavors. That said, we have received numerous reports from security officers citing the overly curious nature of several janitors in the meteorology section. Might I remind you that there is much security-sensitive information in this area, and that your staff are expected to keep their prying eyes and ears to themselves at all times. As head of this workforce, we trust that you will ensure this.
It's a shame we don't have
Ensure
the
this is the case in the future. Remember, as the old saying goes, Ordnung ist das halbe Leben, or put plainly, order is half of life. From the desk of Hugo and Cassie Stoltz.
We felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing.
That's cool. I know you can do that.
I'm sorry, Roborilla.
Braille note. Intelligence 10 plus. This note is in Braille, but you can read Braille. It says, "My poor Cassie. I am so worried about her. Watching her slip away from me like this, bit by bit, piece by piece, has almost been too much to bear. Something's changed, though. These last few months I've been feeling more connected to her somehow. I'm certain I can bring her back. I just need Audrey and Hilda to continue their research. Oh, Cassie, don't worry, mine leaps. I'll bring you back, whatever it takes."
watch as this titanium
should have
titan
arrived a few
navigates
years
politics,
back.
corruption,
The old
and
vault
backroom
sure was
deals
something.
the only way he knows how, with no regard for human life.
You should have arrived a few years back.
Honestly, let me do the other mission first now. I'm thinking about it. That might actually cut this mission short for one reason or another.
Why is Saddle Up Salisbury Steak America's most popular Salisbury steak? Two of the reasons are flavor and creaminess. No other Salisbury steak has Saddle Up's rich, creamy texture. And no other Salisbury steak offers an official sticker on the package. A nationwide study of thousands of citizens with normal digestive tracts, noted steak specialists reported irritable or indigestion due to consumption of Saddle Up Salisbury steak. Taste for yourself, and you'll be the next to realize why Saddle Up Salisbury steak is the leading manufactured steak product in America and leads sales of all other factory-made Salisbury steak products by
Let's get
millions
some
of
glow
barrels per
going.
year. Try it in a gelatin mold or alongside a lovely spoonful of salt. Saddle Up Salisbury steak, the creamiest canned steak with flavor in the entire world. Look for the official sticker on the box. The sticker guarantees quality Salisbury steak.
Making it hard to do what I'm trying to do. Stupid storm. Trumping with me. Get the trumpet, boys. Alright, now that I have the jank down again, I think I'm fine. I think that's what I like the most about Fallout 76. It's like playing Fallout 4 but with your friends. Actually, wait. No, nothing for quests, never mind. More rare samples.
Kill!
My fellow mutants. Now? Okay, alright. Where's your brother? There he is. Punched him in the dong so hard, it went into his brain and killed him. I'm looting. Sir, wait your turn. Yeah, that's what I thought. Multi-purpose axe.
Previously on A Better Life Underground.
Yeah, glow.
Now see here. You've got to calm down and let her go.
Well, if he wasn't dead before, he's dead now because he's drowning.
I told her one more flash mistake and I'd kill her. I said I'd kill her, and I'm gonna do it, so help me. Honestly, Gerald, all this over dinner? Pull yourself together now. What's the problem with a beautiful cut of canned steak? It's the same damn food every day, Eleanor. It's steak. It's not supposed to
Didn't see it.
be in a can. Gerald, for the love of all things ordinary, just put down the knife and we'll let you have a second helping of Instamash.
And now, episode 572 of A Better Life Underground.
Wow, look at all this.
Oh, that's this one.
Where it happens. All the controls of the vault for the water supply right
I don't think we should be down here, Eddie. We aren't even authorized. My father would have my head.
There we go, back to 100%.
Now, don't be scared, Judy. Besides, how am I going to be a water technician if I don't get to see the equipment? Check out the construction of this mill chamber. And not to mention, you probably have a moment alone without your father watching us like a hawk. You know, he's never approved of us.
It's the head of security. It's his job to watch everyone in the vault like a hawk.
Well, he's not watching now. So, I'm about to switch.
Okay.
Oh, Eddie, you are a bold one, aren't you? Eddie, my arm is
Psycho Tats. Nice, right away.
a little left.
Okay, hang on. Let me put my foot over here.
I'm kind of sad the vault didn't have chemistry station or something to use.
Eddie, the chamber door is locked. It's filling with water.
Take that. This.
I know what to do. It's filling up. Where's the release valve?
Eddie, the water! The water!
Judith, my love, it's the end for us. I can't get the doors open. At least I get to die.
Alright, now I'm done being distracted. Let's go towards the target. Alright, let's play then. The electrician. No, I killed a superhero by accident.
In the reclamation fill chambers. You would have both drowned there.
Well, now I feel bad.
Scheduled to check the pressure levels today. Jude, your father would have booted me right out of the vault door by
Go. Things could have gone feral.
Next time on A Better Life Underground.
Geez, Bill, I've got the goat test coming up in less than a week, and I don't know a
I should be checking grenades. I don't know why I'm not. I just like punching things so much.
I'm sunk. For serious. Why did I spend all my time playing stickball instead of studying?
Well, Frank, you've come to the right place, my man.
What? Where do you get those? We're not supposed to have cans. But if it gets me the best ghost job, I'll do anything. But I'm so afraid of needles.
Don't worry, Frankie. These drugs don't go in like an injection. These babies are chewable. It's a straight line from pill to progress.
That's all I needed to hear, Bill. The Junior Vault Security Patrol has been waiting a long time to find out who's been peddling these poisons. Your gang.
Yeah, where's that last body? Still a little peckish. Guess I don't remember where I killed him. Harry, eat that one.
From the world of refreshment. What has the dastardly BigBeard set up this time? And how will our brave Nuka heroes save the day? Nothing is better than a slow day. One scraped knee, a small
And sometimes it's the best way to look at everything in this game. Just jump around. Alright,
Paula here. Emergency. Over.
sup, Radstag?
Understood, Charlie. I'm on my way.
Drop the hides.
Wait there for me. Over and out. Approaching the world of refreshment, an unbearable odor fills the air. With park guests becoming ill, Paula powers through and arrives outside of the Nuka-Cola bottling plant, meeting Marco.
Over here, Dr. Paula.
Don't worry, I'm a doctor. I'm here to help. Is Les still okay? Marco, what's happened? That horrible smell.
I'm not sure, Doc. Seems someone triggered an alarm in the employee area, trying to access the security.
This isn't good. Judging by the symptoms the guests are experiencing, there's some dangerous bacteria being spread, which explains the smell. If we don't stop it soon, it could spread.
There's no time to waste. Come with me, Doc. Let's go find what's causing this.
Right behind you. Meanwhile, inside the world of refreshment is none other than our hero,
Oh, nothing attacked me on the way in, so that's good.
nasty BigBeard.
Rad scorpions, nice. Just what I wanted to see.
Oh no, that would explain everyone getting ill. The bacteria in Vim is dangerous. Just one bottle could be fatal.
What are we going to do? There's no way we can get rid of this quickly, and we can't get any further in without a gas mask.
Wait, I have an idea. It might just work. Emily, can you hear me? We need your help. Over. How can I help? You need me to come over? Over? No need for that. Can you control the rivers in the world of refreshment? Over. I can't. What are you thinking, Doc? Over. No time to explain. Flood the input with Nuka Quantum. If you don't, more people will get ill. On it, Doc. I'm not even...
Come on. Do it.
That it will kill all the nasty bacteria it comes into contact with. And since Vim is just that nasty.
You're right.
How are you fine? Let me hit you again. There you go.
Marco rushes to the top of the employee area, and on his way, sees the dastardly Vimvader desperately trying to open the secret door leading to the Nuka power armor.
Vimvader, stop right there.
Damn you! I was sure my Vim would stop you, and without a gas mask, you couldn't get here. You may have stopped me this time, but I will get the recipe next time.
No, you won't escape this time.
Smoke bomb!
Marco gives chase, but the slippery Vimvader gets away. Marco returns to Paula, and they report their success. But the Vimvader is still at large. Will ever catch this elusive outlaw? Where will they strike next? Until this time on Tales from Nuka World!
Why aren't you attacking me? There you go. It's very concerned for a second there.
Frederick was your average all-American nuclear roboticist looking for solutions.
Well, QX-57, we've given you 2 machine guns, but how can we utilize these missiles?
For advancements.
95 days of
Bad
a single
roach.
fusion core is good, but how can we make it better?
Looking for love?
Oh, QX-57. Well, I'm happy to dedicate my life to serving the old white and blue. I feel like I've missed my chance to meet someone. What do you mean? I already have.
This Valentine's Day, find out what happens when artificial intelligence leads to real feelings.
I can't. You're a 2-ton weapon of mass destruction, and I'm just a human.
Bam.
Right. I am a man with the need for love.
And a robot capable of white-hot lead also create
Really, that was worth
red-hot
it.
relations. Find out in Weapon of Mass Attraction, launching soon at a theater near you.
Not gonna let me. Alright.
Perform Armor Ace and the Power Patrol, the musical. Bring the whole family to come see their favorite Power Patrol heroes, like Platinum.
Liberty, it wasn't just meant for me and you. It's our destiny to show the Reds our point of view.
Brickhouse.
The Yukon 5, take no risk.
Toxic gas level, 6% cave coverage. For the safety of all researchers and residents, all researchers require an approved pass to enter the caves. All researchers are required to wear full PPE at all times. Conducting research runs through the caves. Cave test log 102186. Gas level is 30%. Today's team have taken level readings within the cave, and it has risen by 20% in the last month. We need to start making preparations on how we can start venting the gases to prevent them from leaking back into the vault. 12/14/86. So 2 months later. Gas level is 40%. We've managed to slow down how far the gas has been spreading through the cave. It is temporarily fixed, but this should give the engineers some time to build a regulator. They said it won't remove the gases already flooding the cave, but will help prevent it from spreading to more rooms.
I don't think it's butterflies. It's probably bees. Bees? Yup. Sounds like you've got a bad case of the brain bees. It's a medical term made by doctors.
Oh, I had no idea I was even sick. How do I stop them from buzzing?
Easy. With
natural pick-me-up that helps you clear your mind and focus. They're also great for memory. One dose and you'll remember just about everything. From the answers to the quiz, to the time you squealed to Old Man Johnson that I broke his window.
Jeez, Martha. Are you ever going to let that go? It's been 6 years.
Not as long as I have my mentats, I won't. And soon, you won't forget it either.
I thought I already loaded. Oh, this bulletproof glass here, nice. It's not annoying or anything.
I smell blood.
Oh, 2 people that game. Oh. Really? Both of them? There we go. See, so that's the way I'm probably supposed to go.
Tonight, we bring you Chapter 3, the final installment of Escape from the 42nd Century, the exciting conclusion of this classic tale from the Atomic Chronicles of K.D. England. Deep under the sprawling metropolis of Sector 19 above,
Well, I thought this said Nuka-Cola.
in the sewers below, in the company of the human resistance to mine, you seek to sublimate the last of the uninvolved into their genetically altered collective consciousness.
Quite a resistance you have gathered here, Jason.
These are all the brave warriors of individuality. The mind has control, but we have ourselves.
Where did those crazy walking dolphins come from, anyway?
The mind was not always. The science of long ago had discovered the secret of the triple helix. Thus was born the seeds of our genetic oppression. Soon after were melded the first minds. From then, war.
And those tuna-smelling porpoise people used Station Sigma to convert humans into their ranks. Against their will?
Station Sigma is the end of many individuals. Caitlin Peyton Braden is there. My sister.
Oh, brains.
Tomorrow
Fun.
she will be singular no more.
your sister is going to be turned into one of those things, we have to stop them.
It's impossible.
I thought that was a body.
We are but individuals.
Individuals are strong. Together.
Individuals strong. Together. Individuals strong. Together. We will follow you. Ready to strike when the moment is right.
No time like the present, Jason.
With her newfound collective of individualists, KD will charge forth to the genetic conversion patch at Station Sigma of Sector 19. The battle that ensues will be told for ages, as KD's atomic will was able to disrupt the hive mind link. The chaos that this created allowed for the resistance to easily overpower their dolphin overlords and save Kalen Peyton Brayden from the life of usurpation and servitude.
We will find
Day
you.
has blown the winds of
I didn't realize I could straight skip the thing if I just double tap space. Huh. Glitches you find like 5 years later. Man. Cleaning broom, even better. Okay, so it's one of those places. All I saw was drugs wing.
I wonder if I could use... Oh, and then we could... Oh, I should write this down.
I make the fix.
Hello, listeners. Join us, if you will, on a trip directly into your television set as we get the behind-the-scenes scoop on all things television. I'm your host, Leonard Rock. For Behind the Silver Screen, here's a sneak peek at this week's episode. Miss Claire Riddell a budding new actress.
Alright, so I don't have a way to do it yet.
Is joining us today on the Silver Shroud television show set. Miss Riddell, what can you tell us about your role on the Silver Shroud television show?
Thank you for having me on your program, Mr. Rock. It's a pleasure. I'll be playing the Silver Shroud's love interest, the beautiful and deadly Mistress of Mystery, a popular character amongst the young ladies at home. Did you know, Mr. Rock, this will be the first time ever the Mistress of Mystery will be portrayed on live television?
Right you are, Miss Riddell. I can't wait to see you portray the Mistress of Mystery as she takes the leap from the dazzling pages of Hubris Comics and the GNR airwaves to our television sets. Truly remarkable.
It's an honor to take the mantle of the Mistress of Mystery from Miss Rivers as we enter a new era for the character. I grew up fondly listening to her on the radio and hope I can bring the character to life as she
and then we could...
Here in Safe
I should write this down.
California, we see the crew hard at work, building the hideout of the Silver Shroud. While filming will naturally be done here, I understand that you are expected to shoot on the rough and tumble streets of Boston. Tell me, Claire, it must be rather dangerous where you have to take on bands of thugs and criminals. How do you manage to keep evil at bay?
Oh, Mr. Rock, I've been training to play the role of the Mistress of Mystery for
I wonder if I could use...
As you can see,
Oh, and then we could...
the crew is still hard at work building the set.
I should write this down.
No actual crime fighting has happened just yet. My agent has also hired a martial arts instructor. Keeps me in tip-top shape for when the day comes to take on Boston's evil criminal empire. Thankfully, the Mistress is not taking on the entirety of Boston's criminal underworld alone. While she can pack quite the wallop, Silver Shroud.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
Oh, hello again. Didn't expect to see you here.
Problem sent me to rescue.
Perfect! Well, almost perfect. I can't leave yet. Not until I've finished running the tests. I've been researching a method of reverting the Lost back to their original condition. Or at least, regain the ability to communicate with us. Uncle Hugo agrees with me too. This is top priority stuff, so, would you help me out? Please? Pretty please?
I have a few questions.
Ask
First,
away.
what about the emergency signal? We thought you were in danger.
I am in danger! In danger of not finishing this research! On account of the teeny tiny lost problem the sector is experiencing. Did I not mention we're a bit overrun with Lost at the moment? Because that'd be the reason I asked for help! So thanks for stopping by.
Okay, why risk your life?
It's personal. Sorry, always wanted to do that. But really, it is personal. Sorry.
You really think you can turn them back to normal?
Maybe not normal, but something closer to normal. Less dangerous for us and them. Here's a way to put it. Maybe make them more like Uncle Hugo. You know, remember, they used to be our friends. Family. The longer they stay this way, the more likely the rest of the world will kill them all off.
Only good ghouls are dead ghouls. Just kidding. Because I'm a ghoul. You said Hugo considers this a priority?
Sure. I think. I'm pretty sure. He's tricky to read. He definitely didn't ask me to stop looking into this.
Okay. Hard to believe you're the head researcher of this place.
That's not a question. I'll thank you not to assume my charm means I'm lacking in skill or intelligence. I wouldn't be here without both. Now, give this asking a question thing another shot. You know questions, right? It's when you raise your voice at the end.
It's kind of funny, but anyways, that's all.
I hope that clears things up.
And
You will? Great! First, you should head to the greenhouse in the chemistry wing. Once you're there, look for Henry. Oh, Henry is one of the plants. He's from the Papaveraceae family. Some subfamilies, when properly processed, can be used as painkillers and muscle relaxants. I'll be tracking your progress, and I'll give you a ring over the intercom with the next steps. Good luck!
That's pretty cool.
An unexpected visitor.
Alright, and with that,
Hello.
saw the time, and I need to get ready for bed.
Stood up to the repugnant morals of that astronaut and his monkey.
So, as for us, let's get over that dad wisdom and head on out. Hope you all had fun today. A good test stream, like I said. Very enjoyable with all the rearranging of things, and I need to look into if there's a way to change this layout a little bit as far as Streamlabs OBS is concerned. But it seems to be running a lot smoother than the old stuff, as far as I can tell on my end, so I'll have to watch the playback later and see how that goes. But anyways, dad wasn't for today. Oh wait, sorry. Follows. I got distracted. Shadowmeter 626, thank you for that follow. Welcome, Mobile Infantry Trooper, now you're one of us. And now for that dad wisdom. Remember, you deserve to be made special every day, not just the 14th. You know, Valentine's Day of next month. Or no, a couple months now. Anyways, and then for today's Uncle Shenanigans, 1920s and 2020s share a lot in common, right down to being able to fire people because of non-whiteness. Have a wonderful evening. It's been Beard. Later.